HealMyTech and welcome. This is Ash from HealMyTech, helping you go from newbie to techie. I'm not sure whether we started. If anyone is logged in, can you tell me, put in the comments below whether you can hear me. I've set up, I'm not sure. Now, do you want just in case there was delay, I'm going to start this again. HealMyTech, HealMyTech and welcome. This is Ash from HealMyTech, helping you go from newbie to techie. Now, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm doing this live right now. This is my first live public on HealMyTech channel. I've done one live session before on a tutorial from my other channel, and that did not go as well as I thought it would, but being a tutorial, it was okay. What I found difficult to do was to monitor the comments because people were asking all kinds of questions all the time. Okay, now, so what we're going to do today, we are going to stick to the topic of troubleshooting a computer or laptop which turns on but no display, right? So that we don't get confused and get sidetracked too much. And I see we've got one person here. Now, you want to hear something stupid? Because this is my first time on this platform, on HealMyTech, to do a live stream, over the last hour, I actually started this at 7 p.m. This is now, no, sorry, I started at 7:10 p.m. This is now 8 p.m. And I've been talking, thinking I was talking to you guys, but I just realized after I switched off that it was on private. So I've just done a almost full hour of live YouTube on to private. So, but no, Francesco Lombardo, welcome and مساء النور, because it's night time here for me. Where are you from? I think there's delay in the response time. So welcome, Francesco. Good to hear you. I think you've just gone off. Maybe connection issue. Let me write something for you. Welcome and مساء النور. Masah, I think it's Masah, means good night. I think, correct me, I'm not great with Arabic. Oh, you're from Italy, fantastic, but you speak Arabic, brilliant. I was in Italy recently, Naples, Napoli, best pizza in the world. Oh, best pizza, oh yeah man. Michele, l'antica di Michele, yeah, you know it? Fantastic. Okay, like I just said, if you missed it, I was actually talking for a full hour, but on private. I didn't realize it was on private, I just found out. Okay, so today what I thought to do was to give you guys a troubleshoot Q&A, especially about your computers, desktops and laptops. We're going to keep this topic specific, otherwise it gets too confusing, too much. Welcome someone else. We just had someone else here. Where did they go? You can type in the comments. I want to know who I'm talking to. Introduce yourself. It's really nice to finally get to speak to you guys directly. I wish YouTube had like a direct link one-on-one that you could talk to each other. But anyway, so thank you for joining in. Okay, so I'm going to be moving to a brand channel soon. A brand channel is nothing new. It's just basically, instead of using your own personal email account, then it goes through another account whereby you can get other people to manage it, and that will be really handy for me because I've got two kind of emails. It gets confusing from Gmail. Okay, Francesco Lombardo, I like your video. I've tried to be technician. I can take all pieces of the garbage and I'll fix it. Fantastic, Francesco. We need more people like you because it will help a lot of problems in the world, you know, reusing stuff, also learning a skill. Also, you could make a living from it, who knows, okay? And it's really interesting to kind of tinker with stuff. Wa alaikum salam, Asim. My graphic card sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. Can you reason out why I have tried almost all the possible technique to solve the issue? Thank you. Okay, Asim, welcome. Glad you're on board. Now, the reason we're going to do these troubleshoot series is to try and explain a concept to you guys in terms of troubleshooting. So the first thing I need to tell everyone, and I keep repeating this, troubleshooting anything, especially with computers, with things which work in a logical way, there is an elimination process you have to go through. One thing which a lot of people, especially non-techie, think that a technician or an expert in their field, if you tell them you've got a problem, they have to solve it straight away. This is not how it works. Every technician is in every field needs to go through what's called an elimination process. Okay, it's part of troubleshooting, it's part of diagnostic procedures. You have to eliminate possibilities. It's also scientific. You have to say what it's not, and then the last option is what it should be, right? With your problem graphics card, sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. Now you have to be a bit more specific. What do you mean sometimes work and doesn't work? Do you mean the fan doesn't spin? Do you mean it doesn't output display to your monitor? And when do you mean sometimes? Do you mean when you're playing certain games, or when the computer is at a specific temperature? Do you get what I'm saying to you? There's a lot of things that you need to input. In terms of helping you guys out, this is a problem we face all the time. One of the reasons why maybe a lot of YouTubers don't respond to the comments is because the questions are posed in a way which doesn't make sense. It's not complete. To answer the question, I'll have to ask you another question, back and forth. So I did a video on this, something like the art of asking the right or the wrong questions. I'll put the link up there in the description below. Many times I can't answer your questions because I don't understand the problem. Now you guys know, if you've ever tried to contact a single company to ask for any technical help, any company, they will ask you for serial number, they'll ask you for make and model, they'll ask you where you bought it, how much you paid for, they'll ask you what system it's in, give your CPU, the motherboard, make and model, how much RAM have you got, what's your graphics card, what's your power supply, and then they'll also ask you to give a detailed description of your problem, and then they may even ask you to send pictures or video. And all that is part of necessary information because it's called background information or history and current presentation. Similar to when you go to a doctor, you just tell the doctor, I'm sick, cure me, what's the problem with me? The doctor can't do anything. They have to ask you for your family history, your health history, any allergies, what medication you're on. He has to do current presentation, some tests. Maybe if he's a very serious doctor, a very good doctor, he will do some blood tests to eliminate possibilities. Okay, you could have a headache, but this is a symptom. What's causing the headache? You have to dig down to find out. Being thirsty. Okay, so Asim Sheikh, I would love to help you. You have to give me a lot more information. Okay, go and watch the video about how to ask a question, and send me a full spec of your current system and tell me exactly what's happening. Even better, for troubleshooting problems, the better thing to do is to film the problem. Try to film and show your whole system. Try to give us a visual clue of what's happening while you're turning it on, during, before you turn on, after it switches off, after the problem. Those would really help. Okay, I hope that's clear. Okay. So what we're going to do is go through the comments, and as you have any questions, just shoot. We'll try to answer them. Please try to keep it to troubleshooting for today. We'll do other topics later. Alright. First question, I hope you can see my screen. Can you guys see my screen? And can you hear me okay? By the way, can you hear me? Can you type in if you can hear the audio, because I've not really tested this before. Can you hear the audio? Type in yes, no? I'll wait before we continue, just in case we have any problems with the audio. No one's typing. Maybe there's delay. Tech Pro, how you doing? Welcome. Hope you're doing fine. Yeah. Oh, okay. You can hear me, Asim. Thank you for letting me know. Tech Pro, if you can hear me, I mean, you guys can hear me, so that's good. Right, we're gonna go through the questions. Okay, on the comments, look at my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay, it's the comment section on my screen. Yeah, everyone see my screen? I'm good, Tech Pro. Brilliant. By the way, guys, I mentioned before, I would love to have you on the channel if you're interested to ever do something together, whether it's troubleshooting something or showcasing something, whether we can even do a distant online collaboration. Okay, I want to get to know people. Sean Patrick, welcome. How you doing? Right, so let me know if ever you're interested. I want to get to know you guys. Okay, I'm really interested in extending my horizons. I'm so happy to be in stream with you, Tech Pro. So am I, dude. It's really nice to to connect with the people, the viewers, the audience, especially the subscribers. But so I'm happy as well. All right, questions. You can see my screen, okay? Can you see my screen? Go to the comments right now. I hope you can see my screen. Yep. Type it down. Okay. I hope so. Well, we'll start. So Bare Fist Minecraft, 2 subscribers 6 hours ago. Well done, dude. You got more subscribers than I had when I started. Guys, I just unplugged it, opened it and cleaned it. Then when I plugged it back, my PC started instantly. That was to do on a video about computer desktop, no display, lights on, stupid mistake. Ah, yeah. Okay, cool. So on that computer, I had put the CPU plug the wrong orientation. Really stupid. By the way, I did this again a few days ago when I was troubleshooting another desktop PC. I couldn't believe I did this again. But for some reason on that, a lot of people have, not a lot of people, some people have called me out to be a fake, to say I'm creating problems which doesn't exist because you can't actually plug the CPU the wrong way. You can't orient it the wrong way. They are partially correct. It's not designed for it, but it can seem to be going in, and depending on the system, some system won't even turn on, won't even boot up if you plug it the wrong way. But some, it will give you the illusion with some power, some life, some signs of something's happening, but it won't actually pause, obviously. Okay, right. But unplugging, open and clean, I mean, this is the casual way to fix almost anything. Just switch off, unplug and switch it back on, and things work like magic, you know, even in tech. Okay, you can read Arabic, cool. Arabic, alhamdulillah, I can read a bit of Arabic. I can read the Quran, but I can't speak it just yet. But inshallah, you know, make dua someday. I'm learning. Okay, right. Breeze, here's the things with repairs, tutorials, and DIY channels on YouTube. I don't need to subscribe to see every single video. Just need the keyword. Search Google to find the exact video I'm needing info on at a time. Well, okay, fair enough. You don't need to subscribe to benefit from YouTube. I agree with you. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Saj007, 17 hours ago. 1 subscriber. You'll get there, buddy. Okay. Hello, sir. I have same issue with my laptop. Lights works, fan working. I already tried hard reset method. RAM checks, but no luck. Just noticed one thing: when I remove the battery and leave plug charger in, only turns on for a few seconds and turns off. My screen is working fine. I also removed CMOS and put it back in. Can you please help? Right, you've given me some information, but it's not enough for me to paint a decent picture. Now, this is the problem, Saj. If you've said you've done this, have you done it in a methodical way? Start from the power down to why it's causing. I mean, when it comes to laptop, we haven't done a full tutorial on laptop troubleshooting yet. It's the same process, except the way to get to the components is a lot more difficult because laptops are compact in design and they're a bit more intricate, but the principle is the same. You have a processor, a motherboard, RAM, power coming in, and you have a connection to the display. You've got a screen, and you have a storage, you have operating system. Everything is exactly the same. It's just the actual technicality of it is a bit more difficult to maneuver around. Okay, so I would say for this you need to do a lot more troubleshooting. In fact, like I mentioned before, the whole troubleshooting issue is all about eliminating possibilities and work in a sequential order. I would need more information on this. The best thing to do is to film the actual problem you're having, like I mentioned before with the graphics card issue, and send me a short video, or give your detailed problem in the future. So here on this platform, hopefully it might help you. Okay. Right, Tech Pro, I've plugged the end of a lighting cable and shoved it into my laptop and switched it off. I had to take it apart, remove the battery and put it back on. The battery was internal and the laptop would just have the light switched on but no screen on. So is there a problem with the lighting cable then? Is that causing it? It could be. I'm not sure I understood Tech Pro. Could you rephrase this? Okay. Right. Okay, Alisaj, help. My computer freeze and the cursor disappears, so I switch it off. When I switch it on, my screen is black, but the power is blinking. Also, my keyboard LED lights is off. What to do? Please help. Okay, Alisaj, again, you said your computer freeze and the cursor disappeared. And when you turn it back, there is nothing on the screen. Okay, now, two things. Okay, Tech Pro is working now with battery recording the pins. Oh, fantastic. Good on you, mate. I mean, you're a tech pro for a reason, right? You solved it. I like that. Okay, back to Alisaj. Okay, now you got two main possibilities here, Alisaj. First, your device has built what's called static electricity, okay? And you would need to do a hard reset. So you need to, you haven't said whether it's a laptop or a desktop. You need to unplug everything, okay? And then plug back in only the essential components or cables that you would need to turn your computer on to pause. Things like your power, things like your CPU plugs if it's a desktop, your VGA cable, your RAM should be seated properly. Obviously you need to take off the RAM and then seat it back in again. Okay, do a hard reset first. I've done videos on this, how to do a hard reset. And hopefully if that was a problem, it would solve the issue. If not, then this is where you need to start troubleshooting methodically, starting with power, and you need to eliminate the possibilities one at a time. Go back to the troubleshoot series. We're going to do one for laptop soon, hopefully, but it's the same principle. Okay. Right, Tech Pro. This happened to two of my Asus laptops, and I'm using genuine MFI certified Lightning cables. Currently 13 years old, and I fix iPhones, screen, battery, and all sorts of parts on the phone. Brilliant. 13-year-old. I am so impressed, and I think you're doing the right thing. I like to see a young guy getting involved into technical aspects and learning a skill. Don't give up. There's a problem with the iPhones at the moment, you know, general Apple stuff, you know, a lot of legal wars. Apple doesn't want people to repair, and even the certified third-party repairers. But don't give up. You can still learn a lot, and you can transfer skills. But I like that. Hopefully someday, dude, Tech Pro, why don't we do a collab someday? You know, you could fix an iPhone, and we'll do that together. Yeah. You taking a break as I have one eye. Oh, one eye. Is that a typo? I'm sorry to hear that. If you've got one eye, have you got a problem maybe? Let me know. Right. Castrated Mexican. Ouch! Must have hurt. How to fix a blank screen. He talks about RAM but not checking that the video cable has not become disconnected through constant opening, closing of the case, or whether maybe that the screen cables may be faulty, especially on all laptops. VGA cables and HDMI may not work anyway. Once your laptop is booted up, you can try Control or Delete combo and find out how to force a shutdown. If it shuts down, or FC is just your screen is broke or faulty cables. Okay, Castrated Mexican, you have a point that the cable, if it's loose or faulty, it needs to be checked because it could cause the laptop not to display or even probably paused if you haven't got a sound thingy, you know, speaker to test it. Now, two problems. One, do understand that whenever we do videos, especially this was done like 2 years ago, it's a laptop that turns on with lights but no display, and we don't. I certainly wasn't doing scripts to do a full complete tutorial on that. We will always miss something out. But the main issue on that one, and I did a follow-up video how I fixed it, it was definitely a motherboard issue, or at least the graphics chip on the motherboard, and we did a motherboard swap from one Lenovo to another, so it was not the cable in that situation. But I get your point. Hopefully for future videos we'll be a bit more careful and try to cover all possibilities, but even then it's impossible to cover every single possibility. But cable, in fact, the cable checks is my next video on the troubleshoot series for the desktop, which is going to be video troubleshoot number 7, which I'm kind of in the process of making, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, Tech Pro, up for a collab anytime, bro. Where are you based? Are you in UK or elsewhere? Doesn't really matter. We've got the internet. tech really, you can fix iPhone. I want to try to fix smartphone and iPhone, but it's very difficult to me. I don't have experience. Keep up the good work, Tech Pro. Sean Patrick. Yeah, Sean Patrick. That's what I like to hear. The big up and encouragement from people. Dude, everything is difficult at first. Even for me, to be honest with you, I've been out of the kind of gaming hardware aspect of tech for so long. Recently I was trying to check because I need to upgrade my computer, and I was so flabbergasted by how much tech has moved on. And there were parts, there were components I didn't even know the names of, so I had to research. So tech is always moving, but there are some basic stuff which all tech is based upon. You know, we don't have massive explosion in tech. We have what's called side grades. There's no like real, you know, virtual stuff per se. It's not really, you know, optimized just yet. There's no hologram that's coming out of our phone just yet. You know, all the technology is kind of little side grades. It's more electrical stuff. Nothing too much of a big architectural change. So learn the basics. The guy that was always on my channel, the old guy, Alvin, good friend of mine, he told me, and I like this guy so much, he told me he has the basic of continuity tests, okay? And with this, if you give him any schematic of anything, he could fix anything from a toaster to a freaking nuclear bomb warhead. And he's right, all you need is the basics, okay? So learn the basics. I got experience of watching YouTube Tech Pro says, dude, same thing here. I was a nurse before, 10 years in psychiatry. I knew nothing about tech. Watching YouTube videos, that's how I started, and I'm still learning. And that's the beauty of YouTube. YouTube University, I always call it, yeah? But always study, dude. Whether you study from school or from YouTube, it doesn't matter, always study. You buy a broken phone from eBay and fix them, good. You're a young entrepreneur in the making. I love that so much. I wish I was like you when I was your age, but keep it up. Francesco Lombardo, okay, but it's impossible or hard to find iPhone broken because these are recycling. I know what you're saying, Francesco, but you know what? One thing I'll tell you, Francesco, because of the job that I do, you'll find that once you start telling people, you make yourself a bit more public, you tell people you repair stuff, and if you're like me, at the beginning you bluff your way through, even things you don't know, you say, yeah, I'll take a look. You can watch my video on this before I started on tech. You'll find that you will find things to repair. People will give you free stuff. Clients will often leave things with you that they don't want repaired anymore, and you will start collecting so much crap you won't know what to do with it. In fact, today there's a guy that I know. He contacted me and he told me that he's got a few older computers and laptops and printers. If I wanted them, they're from a company that doesn't need them anymore. Maybe you guys can see this, if I've got that right. And this happens to me quite often. They're not recent, right? He sent me this picture, Southwest, no names disclosed for confidentiality. So these things happen all the time. I get spares all the time, and sometimes it's to my detriment because my shed is full of crap which I should really get to work on and try to refurbish them. I'm sure most of them can be repaired, but a few will need to be sent to the recycling parts. And then again, there's always upscaling. So just start, and you will see that things will migrate towards you, just as you will want to get free parts. Soon enough, you won't know what to do, you'll start giving free parts away. I promise you. Just start, okay? Shop at Tech Pro, we didn't have YouTube when I was young, we just had to tear it apart and put it back together. Good one, mate. I mean nowadays, if your internet goes down, that's probably gonna have to do is tear things apart. Okay, Pakiman, assalamu alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Pakiman, welcome to HealMyTech. How are you doing, bro? Good to hear from you. Alright, join in the conversation. Okay, let's take the next question. Okay, is there anyone on this planet Earth in modern generation who can solve this question? Anyone? This is referring to fixed usable memory less than installed memory. This was a very quick video I did whereby it was on an old, I think, Asus motherboard, whereby if you don't allow or enable the feature on your BIOS, I think it was called memory remap feature, something like that, then it will not show anything more than 3 GB of RAM, even though you may have installed 6 GB or 8 GB. So the idea was to change the BIOS setting, and that will enable the feature whereby you can use all your RAM, especially on 64-bit systems. Now, I don't understand your question. Where are you gone? Osama bin Ali, you're asking who can fix this. So I'm guessing in your case it did not work, but what's your exact problem? What's your configuration? What's your specs? What's your motherboard? We need more information, dude. Okay, please. Right. Mystical, when I press the PC button, nothing happens, no fine, no lights, nothing. I only had the PC for 3 months and it died. It is also a gaming PC that we bought. It might be roaches. Roaches! Oh, bro, some crunchy roach for some protein. Because we do have roaches. We're moving and I need to fix my PC. I miss playing Sims 4. Okay, dude. So you bought it 3 months. I'm guessing it should still be under warranty. Why don't you take it back to them? If it's not, you bought it from someone else, there's no warranty, then there's no fans, no light, nothing. So this is a pure power issue. You have to check your power. Start with the power cable, then your power supply. And we've done videos on both of these, and hopefully, you know, you might find that it's either the cable or the power supply if there's no lights whatsoever. It could be a hard reset, but then again, sometimes with hard reset, you could have a small LED light somewhere. But then again, do try that. Go back to the Troubleshoot series, okay? Okay, speed button. My computer is so goddamn slow that it takes at least 1 minute to open any tab. Yes, I hear you, brother. Slow computers. I'm guessing you don't have an SSD. Now, SSD is the way to go. In fact, which reminds me, guys, I'm going to do a tutorial on how to speed up your computer with a normal hard drive, whether it's a laptop or a desktop. Mind you, speed up will be relative. It will be faster than before, but you cannot match the speed of an SSD. I hope you know this. And there's many reasons why a computer can be slow. It could be hardware, your disk could be dying. It could be bloatware, you know, all this crap that you get from boutique computers you buy, and you get rid of them. It could be virus. It could be wrongly optimized, you know, apps and software together. It could be very less RAM. It could be that your processor as well is heating up too much. It's dying maybe. It could be your whole operating system, especially with Windows, which has got so much nonsense. It needs to be clean. So there's many things to do. This video will be for those people who can't afford an SSD or who maybe are scared to swap to an SSD in terms of storage, and they can still get some use out of their PC. I've done it so many times on older laptops and desktops, how to make them faster, but eventually, you know, it does catch up with you, because a disk which spins, a normal hard disk, is always going to be slow at some point, unless you've got physical issues, in which case you need to replace it. Okay, so we'll do that tutorial soon, coming up. Tech Pro, which city are you from? I'm from Bedford. Bedford, dude, I'm in London. Unfortunately, I hate London. It's too much of everything. Too much traffic, too much stress, too much crime, too much cost of everything. So, but yeah, Bedford, you want to invite me over? Yeah, check with your parents. Yeah, we need permission. Alright, I'll come. Why not? I like traveling. USA, Sean Patrick. Sean Patrick, USA, dude. By the way, Sean, what time is it in your city right now? Because I need to find out in terms of optimizing my upload schedule. So, which part of USA are you from, and what time is it right now? What's the what's the time difference? Okay, next question. We have potato salad. Sir, please help me. I've already messaged you on your Facebook page. Hope you'll notice me. Potato salad, and to everyone else, I am really sorry. When it comes to social media, I am a noob, complete noob when it comes to social media. In fact, I think I need you guys to give me tutorials on it. I have a Facebook account, I have an Instagram account, I have a Twitter account, I have things about it, maybe a few things else, but I'm not very active because I can't be bothered to be on it. It's time consuming. I hate it, but I know I need it because I am online from YouTube and I need to complement that. So I'm really sorry. I'm gonna go and check it out hopefully and get back to you. I was trying to get someone to manage it for me, but you know, if anyone wants to become my social accounts manager, please let me know. I'll give you the admin access and you can do some sort of, you know, work for me, whatever. We'll see what we can do. Okay, Danger Plays Gaming says, hey man, please make a video about my problem. So I turn on my CPU and the screen turns on nicely. The logo shows up, then it shows my screen for 1 second, then the screen is black. Please help. Okay, dude, Danger Plays Gaming, sorry to hear that, but again, you haven't given enough information. All right, now with these things, I've come up with these situations with very old, like Dell, HP desktops especially, and a couple of laptops as well. If just the logo is showing up, it means it's not posting, obviously. Now, if the logo is showing up clearly, then your screen is fine, right? It could be not turning on because it's protecting from excess electrical buildup, right? So you should try and do a hard reset, unplug everything, put the necessary components back, and then do a hard reset. See if it turns on. If it does, problem solved. If not, then I'm afraid you're gonna have to start troubleshooting. Watch the videos on, for example, the laptop no display but turns on, and the desktop troubleshoot series. You're gonna have to go through it systematically. Okay. Right. Linda Washbrook, welcome Linda, welcome to the party. How are you? Where you are coming from, let us know your location. Obviously don't disclose anything too personal. Okay. Muhtar Amri, 0 subscribers. Don't worry dude, you'll get there. Sorry if my English is poor and have lack knowledge with computers. I have an ATI Radeon HD 4850 GPU and installed on a Windows 7. Alright, a bit old school. My problem is that I have received randomly notifications, especially when opening HD videos, saying display driver stopped responding and has recovered. And sometimes the screen monitor just went fully white. I've googled everywhere and took their step-by-step advice, including to create TDR delay. I don't know what that is exactly, but I have an idea what it could be. Updating my GPU driver software and installing the GPU driver and reinstall the latest driver, but came up with no solution. Please help me with this. Thank you. Okay, I've got 2 bad news for you. Number 1, you're using Windows 7. Number 2, you're using an old GPU. Now, I don't know your situation. Maybe you have finance issues, or maybe you live in a country whereby the new components and Windows 10 is not available, or for whatever reason you can't have it. And I feel for you. I really feel for you. Now, the bad news is, I believe it could be a conspiracy theory. It could be from my experience. It could be the fact that when Windows 10 came out, I resisted for so long to put it on my own systems because the clients I was getting, all of them, the systems was crashing, there was bugs, there was concerns about privacy, you know, the whole shebang about Windows 10. Windows 10 is a completely different infrastructure to Windows 7. It has gone much better, I have to say. I've got Windows 10 on all my computers now, not because I wanted to, but because I had no choice. I'll tell you what happened. As soon as Windows 10 came about, I was struggling with the Windows 7 installation, even brand new installation, in terms of finding drivers and updates. Sometimes I would spend whole weekends with Windows 7. I came to the conclusion, it's my own conclusion, I can be wrong. I came to the conclusion that Microsoft does not want anyone to use Windows 7 anymore. It's a dead operating system as far as the public is concerned. There are exceptions in the official places, in the industrial places, in some formal fields whereby it's still being supported, okay? But in the mainstream, for public, it's not supported, I think, because 2 reasons. 1, the updates are broken for Windows 7. Number 2, the new programs being coded by any developer out there is only doing for Windows 10. Now, what you may find that for your case, that the Windows 7 drivers for that GPU is not supported anymore, or is broken, and no one's going to go and patch it up. So I'm afraid that might be the problem. Your second problem, like I told you, you have an old GPU, an HD 4850. But I appreciate your individual situation. I don't know. I wish I could help you out. Um, there are ways to get Windows 10 for very cheap, even for free legally. If you look, you know, from the internet, I've done for cheap on my channel. You know, for £1.50 we bought a license. Still works, by the way. 2 desktop, 1 laptop and 1 desktop still works. And the guy that I gave got it for free for the giveaway hasn't reported back any problem yet, so still working. So far so good. So yeah, I would suggest do that. However, if your system is too old to benefit from Windows 10, which might be a problem for older hardware, then Linux is your friend. In fact, the last PC, the free PC I got from the streets, which I diagnosed the PSU to be the problem, that I will do the video on what's happening with it at the moment. That's going to come up soon, but I put both on there, Windows 10 and Linux. Windows 10 wasn't working well. I could not install the AMD graphics for that GPU on there. It's an old GPU. There was no driver. We tried the automatic driver, I tried manual driver. Maybe if I spend about a week looking for drivers on the internet, maybe I might find one, but it's not working right now. And also it's quite slow. But Linux is Linux Mint XFCE. It's a low powered version of Linux, and it works well on all hardware. It's working absolutely fine. My kids use it for their homework. It's even, you can even do some streaming, not streaming onto YouTube, but you know, stream watch, and for browsing as well, for some HD videos. It's not, you know, obviously up to scratch, a 10-year-old computer, but it's working fine with Linux. So maybe you could consider trying Linux. Unless you need Windows 10 for gaming, in which case I'm sorry to hear this, dude. Unless you get Windows 10 and more modern, better GPU and CPU. And I'm not saying getting the latest Ryzen CPUs or getting the latest Intel 9th generation, but you know, a bit more modern than that HD 4850. Okay, but do let me know. Maybe we can, you know, all of us together, we can try to find a way to get you some better gear somehow. Maybe some company out there. A shout out to any companies, if any of you watching this, help this guy out. Okay? Right, I'm getting dizzy. I need a drink. Water. Okay, where we at? Okay, Tech Pro, you've got an issue with your eye. You go to London with your eye appointments. Dude, if you're in London next time, hit me up, man. I don't know where you go to your eye appointment. I'm guessing maybe London Eye Hospital. So hit me up, and if I'm free, I'd love to meet you up for coffee. Obviously, look, if you're under 18, I think you're under 18, you need to seek your parents' permission, and please have your parents present. Let them know, okay? I don't want to get into trouble. You bought an iPhone 5S for $745 and I fixed the screen and battery. £1.50 got a working for an iPhone 4 Pro. Dude, you're an entrepreneur. I like that. You'll do well, you know, never stop that. Carry on. All Street Move feeds Eye Hospital. Okay, fair enough. When are you next in town? Please, please, please ask your parents, okay? Make sure your parents know, give you permission, and tell them it's for HealMyTech. Would love to have you on there. Have a coffee, maybe a collab, a quick video, okay? Let me know. Alright. Guys, I don't know how long I'm going to keep doing this for. We at 38 minutes now, so if I can bear it, we'll stop in about 22 minutes, maybe even before, so 1 hour. I think more than that I can't do today. Have you guys got any question? Your dad would love to speak to me. I would love to speak to your dad. Hey, new friends, why not? Yeah, no problem, anytime. Okay. Okay. Stefan Gavrilov, I've got the exact same problem. I put my HDD in an external rack, tried a different PC, it works. I'm yet to find out why is my PC not recognizing my HDD. It's probably damaged since I opened it a couple of times. Also, my mouse pad stopped working. I'm assuming you mean your PC is probably damaged because you've opened it, because your HDD is recognized on a different PC. That could be, yeah, you're right, but you don't have any questions on this, so I'm guessing you're going to troubleshoot it. Let me know. Okay. Question. Runa, 124 subscribers. Runa, I don't know what you do, I'll check you out, but you know, keep up with the subscribers, keep it on YouTube, you know, you might make it, who knows. It's getting more difficult. I should know something about this. It's really changed a lot. Unfortunately, if I'm not wrong, latest version of AMD Radeon Control Manager Adrenaline, the additional setting is no longer exist. Sad face. Really sorry to hear about that. GeoGraphics AMD, I don't know, I have not kept up with that. GeoGraphics is a dead concept from AMD. I don't think they will bring it back. I don't think they should bring it back, at least not to what they did from before. It was really kind of a, I don't want to say bad marketing, but it was, for me at the beginning, it was quite misleading. I thought dual graphics meant double graphics, which is not true. Okay. Tech Pro, you're asking me about PC specifications. Okay, I've got to tell you, because this is news, some good news, some bad news. Now, I built a AMD FX 8350 a few years ago, because this is what I was dreaming to do when I was looking up at tech new as a first timer. So I built it and I've been using it, and I mentioned it last year why I didn't upgrade to Ryzen, because it's still doing what I needed to do, until 3 days ago. And I've noticed that I was doing a very simple video. The color was wrong because I was badly filmed, so I was just trying to change some color within Adobe Premiere Pro. And normally a 10-minute video would take 10 minutes for me to render. This one, even scrubbing with the new color, it was horrendously going to 100%. It was laggy as heck, and then it took 3 times the time to render. Unbelievable. So I just realized how old this architecture is, the piledriver AMD 8350, and I'm happy and sad in a sense, because I do want to upgrade to Ryzen. Yeah, so we're going to be doing a Ryzen build very soon. However, I'm going to be doing something new. I want to do a whole new system whereby it's got Windows on one disk, a Linux distribution on a second disk, and a Hackintosh as the third disk and operating system. I want to operate all 3 of them. I'm going to take the channel to this level whereby I will teach the hardware aspect, how to build and troubleshoot, and I will also teach the software aspect in terms of an end user. What does it mean to work with Windows, Linux and Mac? What's the differences? What's the ups and downs for each field that you do, whether it's for studying or for browsing or for productivity or for content creation or for gaming. Okay, and it's going to be a long series, but I'm going to go very in detail, one after the other. This is a tip for anyone who is watching, maybe who is thinking about doing YouTube. I think the future for YouTube should become series based content, whereby you do series in a very ordered fashion. One video leads to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. That way it builds an audience, it keeps people engaged, and it makes you look forward to something like a TV show. Okay, and I think for me, I can't believe the last time I did a build was over 3 years ago, with my first crappy no production value, bad lighting, no script, and I've never done a full build tutorial ever again, not a full one at least. So we'll do that hopefully, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you guys are going to be giving me some suggestions, and I don't think anyone on YouTube has done it to that level, to that depth, at least not in organizing that way. I have to rehold my whole tech channel. It's not doing very well at the moment, not to how I want it to do, because there's a lot of things have changed. So this is going to be something I need to do to adapt, but hopefully it'll be exciting. Okay, so stay tuned for these. Which, by the way, it means I may not necessarily buy for Black Friday, because I need to take time to research every component. I have a rough idea because I've done some research already, especially for the Hackintosh part. Like, you know, you can't just put Hackintosh or macOS on any hardware configuration that you want. It has to be very specific. So it may not work for all 3 operating systems, but I'm going to try my best. Okay, look forward to that. All right. Okay, guys. Ryzen 5. Ryzen 5 is excellent. All the Ryzens are good, but it depends what you're using it for. And Ryzen 5, I think, is a very good compromise, a mid-range, whereby it's the best of all worlds. 6 cores, so 12 threads, and it's good for gaming, it's good for content creation. You can do some 4K, but maybe not optimized for 4K for everything, but it's just there in the middle. I think Ryzen 5 is a good place to do a current build right now for anyone who's not looking at a full powerhouse. If you want a full powerhouse, it's Ryzen 7 or the Intel 9th generation i9, whatever the heck. Okay, so Ryzen 5. I think I'm actually going to go. I'm considering Ryzen 5. In fact, maybe 2600, not even the X, for what I need to do, because it may not be powerful enough for everything in 4K. But then again, if ever I needed to do more higher up stuff, the beautiful thing about the Ryzen platform, the M4 platform, is you can always upgrade on the processor on the same platform. And obviously, the 2nd generation Ryzen would go for the more recent motherboards that you would need to flash the BIOS. So I think the B450 or X something, yeah, 370, hopefully, right? Oh, you've got the AMD A6, the APU, Radeon Alpha graphics. I don't even know. Okay, no worries. Old school. I mean, my first build was an A8 6500. Still there, still my second computer, which I use for browsing light stuff. And that's the one that I did the dual graphics tutorials on. Okay, so yeah, love AMD. Okay. Guys, I think I'm gonna call it a night because my head is spinning. I've been quite tired. There's some people sick in my family. I need to look after them. I wasn't even sure I was going to do this live, but I hope you appreciate. Give me some love because I pulled through it. And if you're a latecomer here, I actually started at 7:05, 7:10, but the noob live YouTuber in me did not know I was on private platform. I spoke for a whole freaking hour until when I pressed the button off, I realized I had just done a live session to myself on private. So I restarted at 8 o'clock and you guys came, and I was wondering why there was no one. There was like one viewer, which was probably just myself, or maybe someone just logged in and couldn't see me. I don't know. So my head is a bit spinning, I'm a bit dizzy. Thanks a lot, Tech Pro. My kids, yeah, it's not just my kids, my wife is not well as well, so I have to do the cooking and look after her, so it's not, it's a hard life, but you know, we'll get there. Just to show how dedicated I am now for YouTube, because I want to improve my platform and I want to connect with you guys. I want you to know that I'm here for you. I started this channel to educate people and share the skills that I have and also keep learning, but also to tell you that look, if I can do it, you can do it too. By the way, this might be a new slogan for my next branded channel. Okay, well, well, thank you, Andre Pone HD Gaming. I'm sorry, dude, I did not see your name down there. Maybe I got very busy. Welcome and thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it so much. I'm so grateful that you are here. You joined in the live session, my first live session. So I'm going to do more of this hopefully. For the next the week, because of my current situation, I may not be able to do actual videos, content creation videos. So we'll do some live session. So you guys can pick the topics. I'm going to put a message as a suggestion for you guys to vote on. There's a few things, for example, what happened to the scam problem I had from Amazon slash, what's the other one? The courier, I can't remember the name. That they kind of accused me of returning an empty box for a new Samsung Galaxy J5 which I bought, so we could maybe do that. Second, I bought the Samsung Galaxy S7 a few weeks ago. Yes, not a new flagship. And I've talked about before why I bought a Galaxy S5, so I may give you some tips on this. We may do some more laptops, the best type of laptops to buy for Black Friday, gaming, content creation, more generic, because the last one that I did was more for general use. Okay. There's also some tips about YouTube if anyone wants them, because like you know, I've been going to some workshops on YouTube, and I'm going again on Thursday for an advanced Adobe Premiere Pro workshop. I'm really looking forward to it. It's exciting. By the way, I can actually bring people to YouTube if I'm doing a content creation video using their gear, their setup. So it might be something I'll offer to you guys if you want to join me down at YouTube London Space. Let me know in the comment section below if it's something you'd be interested in, or we have to go and make use of the space and their skills and their technology. We could do a video together. What do you think? Sounds alright? Let me know, and hopefully we could do that. So thank you so much. I am going to take my leave now. This video will now be uploaded onto YouTube as a normal video, and please excuse me if I rambled on. It's my first time on here, and as usual, you know what to do down below. Give me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe, and also share the video to those whom you think might benefit. Also check out my other videos in the channel. Leave me some suggestions. As always, you know what to do down below. This was Ash from HealMyTech, helping you go from newbie to techie. Until next time, peace out.